The House Ethics Committee confirmed this week it is investigating sexual misconduct allegations against California Democrat Jimmy Gomez. Lawyers for an accuser say she told the panel that Gomez sexually assaulted her. The congressman denies this. He does, however, admit, quote, personal mistakes outside his marriage, but he insists those mistakes were, quoting again, consensual in nature. Angela Gonzales-Torres is running against Gomez in California's Los Angeles-based 34th District and joins me now. It's good to have you with us. To what degree is this ethics investigation a centerpiece of your campaign against the congressman?
Yeah, first of all, I am happy to be here. I am Angela Gonzales-Torres, as you stated. I am running to represent Los Angeles in Congress. This is something that we've come to learn in our process of working to unseat, a nearly fully funded by corporate or a representative that is nearly fully funded by corporate super PACs. That was our priority in initiating this challenge to Jimmy Gomez for his seat in Congress. And we're really focused on just winning back the House and making sure that Democratic leaders that win it are actually standing with working families and focused on policies that could improve the lives of so many workers and residents and working families across Los Angeles. And so that's our focus, and we take this very seriously as well.
So you are a Democratic socialist, as I understand it, correct?
I am. Yes, I do identify as a member of my DSALE chapter and running as a Democratic Socialist.
Understood. If you win and you come to Washington, would you vote for Hakeem Jeffries if he is in position to become the next Speaker of the House?
I think one thing we're hearing from voters across Los Angeles and across all ends of, the political spectrum right now is that Medicare for all and getting corporate money out of our politics is one of their priorities. And so I'm looking forward to having those conversations with Democratic leaders that I believe can be reflective of those priorities. And so I am having those conversations now, and we are fortunate that we are part of a slate across the country that can make sure that California has a seat at the table of this national movement toward real change that we're seeing right now.
Well, of course, the reason I ask is that he is on the record, that is to say, Hakeem Jeffries, saying he does not support the agenda of Democratic Socialists of America. So I wonder if there's a disconnect from your advocacy and what you might encounter from Democratic leaders in Washington should they be in the majority.
Yeah, I do think that we will be able to get very serious about what is bare minimum for workers and residents who are counting on Democratic leaders to be firm in their stance to support universal health care and Medicare for all right now. People are really struggling. I'm working to represent a district that also includes Skid Row, parts of East LA, where people are drowning under medical debt and forced to live in their car and on the streets in tents with their whole families. That they're afraid to go see a doctor even for their child because of the cost. And I think that's unacceptable. And I think that leadership within the Democratic Party will rise to this moment and the urgency of this moment right now.
34th District is about 62.5% Hispanic or Latino identifying voters. You want to abolish ICE. What do you replace ICE with, if anything? And do you believe in any customs and border protection at all for this country?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's actually what sets us apart in this race is I have actually worked in providing people the services that they need in terms of access to legal services, immigration services here in Los Angeles. I've visited the border between the U.S. and Mexico border and seen firsthand the conditions in which people are forced to live in. Right now, I have a younger sister who's in her lower 20s who's older than ICE. The department has the lowest approval rating in the history of its existence. And so I do think that we can invest in a government that prioritizes dignity and not detention and treats people with compassion, not cruelty right now.
Angela Gonzales-Torres, I appreciate the time. Thank you for joining us.
Grateful to be here. Thanks.